Good morning, students. Welcome back to online class. I am very happy to meet you in this session through online. I hope you all are fine and safe by the grace of God. Students, stay safe in your home and attend all the classes and learn well. Okay, students. Now we are learning geography part. Is it? From geography part, which lesson now we are learning? Now we are learning Geography Lesson 2, Lithosphere 2, Exogenetic Processes. Is it? Now we are learning Geography Lesson 2, Lithosphere 2, Exogenetic Processes. Isn't it? Okay, students. In the beginning of this class, we can recollect few important points about previous class portion. Okay. Previous class, we discussed about the topic gradation. Is it? Gradation. That means gradation is the process of leveling of the land by means of some of the natural agents like rivers, groundwater, winds, glaciers and sea waves. Is it? Then from two waves, the gradation process were happened. What are the two waves? Very good. Degradation and aggradation. Degradation and aggradation, isn't it? Then degradation means the eroding of land surface. Then aggradation means building up of landform. Is it? From all these agents, one of the most extensive agent of gradation is running water. Is it? Then next we learned about the courses of river, isn't it? Then the courses of rivers are divided into three. What are they? Very good. Upper course, middle course, and lower course, isn't it? Upper course. What action will happen? Erosion. Is it? Because of the force flowing water from the mountainous region, the erosion was happened, isn't it? So because of that, it forms some of the landform. What are the landform forms because of erosion? For example, V-shaped valleys, gorges, canyons, rapids, potholes, spurs and waterfalls were the shapes created because of upper course. Okay. Then next one is the middle course, isn't it? Middle course. Then what action will happen during the middle course? The transportation and deposition were happen during this middle course. Is it? For example, because of force flowing water, the transportation was happened. Sometime the sudden decreased velocity from the flowing water, that time the deposition will happen. Is it? From middle course, it forms some of the shapes. For example, alluvial fans, floodplains, meanders, oxbow lakes, etc. Is it? These are the landforms it was created. Okay. Then the last one is the lower course. Is it? Lower course. In which action was happened during lower course? Deposition. Is it? Mostly the deposition was happened during lower course. Okay. Because of that deposition, two different types of landforms were formed. They are delta and estuary. Isn't it? Students, these all things we discussed in the previous class. And also I gave some question answers. The Zoom class also we discussed the same topic and you got the homeworks. I hope you all are learn and write that homeworks. Students, Saturday you have to submit. Okay. Okay, students. Now let us come forward to today's class. Okay. Today I am going to teach about the erosional landforms of river and depositional landforms of river. Okay, listen very careful. Today's class I am going to discuss erosional landforms of river and depositional landforms of river. Okay, first of all we are going to learn about the erosional landforms of river. Okay, erosional landforms of river. Now listen here, because of erosion, the landforms were get some of the different shape. Okay, the first shape is gorges and canyons. The first shape is gorges and canyons. Okay, now how the gorges shape will happen? When the river flows through a mountainous region, it forms the valley almost vertical sides that is called gorges. Okay, when the river flows through a mountainous region made up of hard rocks, it forms a valley with almost vertical sides that is called gorge. In India, the deep holes have formed by the river Brahmaputra and Indus in the Himalayan mountain region. Okay, in India, the deep gorges have been formed by Himalayas. It formed the rivers like Brahmaputra and Indus. Okay, then next, the deep gorge with steep sides runs for hundreds of kilometers. That is referred to canyon. Okay, the deep gorge with steep sides that runs for hundreds of kilometers, that is referred to canyons. For example, Grand Canyon of the river Colorado, that is in USA. Okay, then the next one is just before that you see this picture. This is the image of canyon. Okay, this is the image of canyon. That means a deep gorge with steep sides that runs for hundreds of kilometers is called canyons. Okay, this is the image of canyon. Okay, then the next shape of the landform is waterfall. Now listen. When the river flows in a region where hard rocks it lie over the soft rocks horizontally, the soft rocks will get eroded quickly and that particular hard rocks projects were outwards. So, the river falls vertically from a steep slope to form a waterfall. How the waterfall was formed? When a river flows in a region where hard rocks lie over soft rocks horizontally, the soft rocks get eroded quickly and the hard rocks projects outwards. Okay, thus the river falls vertically from the steep slope to form a waterfall. Okay, then when the waterfall great force it erodes the rock material beneath and it creates a depression called plunk pool. What is plunk pool? Plunk pool means when the waterfalls flow with great force, it erodes the rock material beneath and it creates the depression that is called plunk pool. Okay, then fast flowing water in a stream is called rapid or river jumps. Fast flowing water in a stream is called a rapid or river jumps. Okay, just you see this picture. This is the image of waterfall. Okay, this is the image of waterfall. How it was formed? When a river flows in a region where hard rocks lie over soft rocks, the soft rocks get eroded quickly. Thus, the river falls vertically from the steep slope to form a waterfall. Okay. Then, what is plunk pool? When the waterfalls flow with great force, it erodes the rock material and it creates a depression that is called plunk pool. Okay. Then fast flowing water in a stream is called rapid or river jumps. Okay. Understand now? Okay. Then the highest waterfalls in the world is Angel Falls. Which is the highest waterfalls in the world? Angel Falls. Okay, the highest waterfalls in the world is Angel Fall. The Angel Falls is located in Venezuela. Okay, the Angel Falls is located in Venezuela. Okay. Then the next shape of the landform, that means because of the erosion, the next shape of the landform is V-shaped valley. Okay, the next shape of the landform is V-shaped valley. That means V-shaped valley is formed by vertical erosion of the river. Okay, deepened and widened, it was eroded. Okay, V-shaped valley. That means because of vertical flowing water by river, the erosion was happened, deepened and widened. Because of that, it formed V-shape. Okay, so that valley is called V-shaped valley. Okay, just you see this picture. This is the image of V-shaped valley. Okay, this is the image of V-shaped valley. How it was formed? because of vertical force of flowing water by vertical. Okay, forcefully flowing water by vertical were deepened and widened. This V-shaped valley was formed. Okay, then the next one is the pothole. Okay, the next one is the pothole. Now, due to the river action, the cylindrical holes are drilled vertically in the riverbed. It is called potholes. Okay, due to the river action, due to the flowing river, the cylindrical holes are drilled vertically in the riverbed. Okay, during the river action, that means during the flowing water, river water, it form the cylindrical holes to vertically in the riverbed. Okay, that is called potholes. Okay, just to see this picture, this is the image of potholes. Okay, this is the image of potholes. Okay, potholes, how it was formed due to river action. Cylindrical holes are drilled vertically in the riverbed. Okay, likewise this hole is formed. Okay, then the next shape of the landform is meander. Okay, next shape of the landform is meander. Now this landform, how it was formed? As the river loaded with debris flows slowly, it forms sweeping loops and bends. Okay, that is referred as meanders. That means because of flowing water from river, it loaded with debris. Debris means that in Tamil we are saying kuppaigal, wastages. Okay, wastages. That wastages, while flowing river water, it carry the wastages and it flows slowly and it form the sweeping loops. Loops means sulal. Okay, sulal, and bends. Bends means valaivu. Okay, that is referred as meanders. Okay, then just to see this picture, this is the image of meander. Okay, this is the image of meander. How it was formed? When the river is flowing, that particular river loaded with debris and it flows slowly and it forms the loops and bends. Sularchi or valaivu. Okay, it forms the loops and bends. That is referred to meanders. Okay, that is referred to meanders. Okay, then the last shape is Oxbow Lake. The last shape is Oxbow Lake. Okay, how this Oxbow Lake landform is formed? The meanders, due course of time, become almost a complete circle with narrow necks. Okay, the meanders, due course of time, it become almost complete circle with narrow necks. Okay, so this is called Oxbow Lake. Okay, this is called Oxbow Lake. Then before that we land meanders, is it? That Sularchi and Valaivugal it form that loops and bends, is it? So that meanders, sometime it become complete circle with narrow necks landform. That is called Oxbow Lake. That is called an Oxbow Lake. The world's largest Oxbow Lake is Lake Siccott. Lake Siccott is it is in Arkansas of USA. It is situated in Arkansas of USA. Then Lake Convar. Lake Convar is situated in Bihar. Okay, it is the Asia's largest freshwater oxbow lake. Okay, Kanwar is situated in Bihar. That is the Asia's largest freshwater oxbow lake. Okay, the world largest oxbow lake is Chickot. It is situated in USA. Okay, then Asia's largest freshwater is Kanwar. It is situated in Bihar. Okay, so this is the image of Oxbow Lake. Okay, this is the image of Oxbow Lake. Oxbow Lake, how it was formed? The meanders in due course of time become almost a complete circle with narrow neck. This is called an Oxbow Lake. Okay, students, which is the largest Oxbow Lake in the world? Chickot. Okay, Chickot is the largest Oxbow Lake in the world. It is situated in USA. Okay, which is the largest freshwater oxbow lake in Asia? Canvar. Okay, Canvar. Canvar is the largest freshwater oxbow lake in Asia. It is situated in Bihar. Okay, in our country. Okay, it is situated in our country in the state of Bihar. Okay, then the next one is the depositional landforms of river. Okay, before that we learned about the erosional landforms of river. Now we are going to learn about the depositional landforms of river. Okay, now listen here. Because of deposition means padiya வைத்தல். Okay, because of deposition, what are the landforms were formed means alluvial fan, floodplain, estuary and delta. Because of deposition, what are the landforms were formed? Alluvial fan, floodplain, estuary and delta. Okay, now we are going to learn one by one. The first landform is alluvial fan. Okay, the first landform is alluvial fan. Now listen here. A fan-shaped deposition made by river at the foothill is called an alluvial plain. Okay, a fan-shaped deposition made by the river at the foothill is called an alluvial plain. Okay, now then the next one is the floodplain. Next one is the floodplain. Okay, before that we learned about the alluvial plain. That means because of flowing water from river, it formed the fan shape. Okay, that is some of the alluvial soil were deposited in the foothills of the area with a fan shape, that is called alluvial plain. Okay, the next one is the floodplain. That means the sediments, the fine sediments were deposited on river banks when river get flood. Then sometime because of over rainfall, flood will happen. Is during that flood season, the fine sediments were deposited on river banks. Then these sediments make the region rich fertile. That is called floodplain. Okay, because of flood, sometime the fine sediments were deposited on river banks. That is called floodplains. Okay, then the next one is the estuary. Next one is the estuary. Estuary is formed where the rivers meets the sea. When estuary was formed, when the river is meets the sea side, that time it formed the estuary. It formed the estuary. For example, river Narmada and Tapti. Okay, for example, river Narmada and Tapti is the example of estuary. Okay, just to see this picture, this is the image of estuary. That means the river meets the sea. Is it? Just to see this picture, the river meets the sea. Is it? So the estuary is formed where the river meets the sea. Okay, it deposits the silt by the river. Okay, it deposits the silt by the river. So it formed the estuary. Okay, like delta also. Okay. Then the next one is the delta. Next one is the delta. Delta, a triangular shaped low-lying area formed by the river and its mouth is called delta. Okay, delta. The delta means a triangular shaped low-lying area. How it was formed? It was formed by the river at its mouth. Okay, it was formed by the river and its mouth is called the delta. Okay, this delta have fine deposit of sediments. Okay, that means that soils where has rich minerals. For example, Kaveri Delta in Tamil Nadu. Okay, for example, Kaveri Delta in Tamil Nadu. Okay, then the last one is, just you see, this is the image of delta. Okay, just you see, this is the image of delta. Okay, then the last one is cost topography. Last one is the cost topography. Okay, now listen, topography, how it was formed. As an agent of gradation, underground water creates distinct landform in limestone regions. That is called cost topography. Okay, cost topography, that means an agent of gradation. Because of leveling of land, the underground water creates some of the landform in limestone region. That is called cost topography. Okay, now the groundwater is an active agent in limestone region. Okay, the groundwater is an active. Which is the active agent in limestone region? Groundwater. Okay, groundwater is an active agent in limestone region. Okay, and also the karst topography is formed due to the dissolution of soluble rock such as limestone, dolomite, and gypsum. Okay, how the karst topography was formed? Because of the dissolution of some of the soluble rocks. Karaidal. Okay, because of dissolution of some of the soluble rocks. Which are the rocks? Limestone, dolomite, and gypsum. Okay, because of dissolution of these rocks, the karst topography was formed. Okay, because of that, the karst topography was formed. The limestone topography of western Slovenia, it extends in the distance of 480 km in the length of 80 km width, which is termed the karst in the Slavic language. Karst is in the Slavic language. Okay, limestone topography of western Slovenia, it extends the distance of 480 km length and 80 km width, that is termed as karst. Okay, karst, that is in the Slavic language. Okay, the world's largest karst area is Nullarbor. Nullarbor is located in Great Australian Coast. Okay, the world's largest karst area is the Nullarbor. Nullarbor is located the Great Australian Coast. And also in southern part of the world also some of the countries has this karst topography. For example, mainly we can found this region in southern France, Spain, Mexico, Jamaica, western Cuba, central New Guinea, Sri Lanka, and Myanmar. Okay, these areas also we can found this karst topography. Okay, understand now? Okay, students, the continuation of this lesson I will teach the next class. Just we recall some important points now. Okay. Students, today's class we learned about the erosional landforms of river and depositional landforms of underground river. That means the erosional landforms of river and depositional landforms of river. Today's class we discussed, is it? Just we recall some important points. Because of erosion, what are the shapes were formed? Very good. Gorges and canyons, waterfall, V-shaped valley, pothole, and meander and Oxbow Lake. These are the shapes were formed because of erosional landforms of river. Is it gorges and canyons? How it was formed? The river flow through mountainous region. It formed almost vertical sides that is called gorge. Is it? For example, Brahmaputra and Indus. Okay. Then gorge means canyon means the gorge with steep sides that runs for hundreds of kilometers, that is referred as canyon. Okay, for example, Grand Canyon. Example, Grand Canyon of the river Colorado, that is situated in USA. Okay, then next we learned about the waterfalls. Okay, waterfall. How waterfalls was formed? When a river flows in a region where hard rocks it lie over the soft rocks horizontally, the soft rocks were get eroded quickly and it formed. Because of that, the river water where falls vertically from a steep slope. That is called waterfalls. Okay, that is called waterfalls. Then next we learned about the V-shaped valley. That means V-shaped valley. How it was formed? V-shaped valley is formed by the vertical erosion of the river where the valley is deepened and widened. Okay. Then next we learned about the pothole. Is it pothole? How it was happened? Because of the river action, the cylindrical holes are drilled vertically in the riverbed. So likewise the pothole was formed. Okay. Then next we learned about the meander. Is it? As the river loaded with debris flows slowly, it formed the loops and bends, that is referred as meanders. Okay, that is referred as meanders. Then the last one is the Oxbow Lake. That means the meanders in due course of time it become almost a complete circle with narrow rocks. This is called an Oxbow Lake. Okay, students, which is the largest Oxbow Lake in the world? Chilcot. Okay, Chilcot is the largest Oxbow Lake in the world. It is situated in USA. Okay, which is the largest freshwater Oxbow Lake in Asia? Canvar. Okay, Canvar is the largest freshwater oxbow lake in Asia. It is situated in Bihar. Okay, Bihar is one of the state of India. Okay, then next we learned about the depositional landforms of river. Next we learned about the depositional landforms of river. Because of deposition, some of the landforms we got. For example, alluvial fan, floodplain, estuary and delta are the some of the landforms because of the depositional created. Okay, the first one is the alluvial fan. That means because of the flowing water by the river in the foothills, fan shaped deposition alluvial soil were deposited. That is called alluvial fan. Okay, next one is the floodplain. During flood season, some of the sediments were deposited on river banks. That is called floodplains. Okay, then estuary. Estuary is formed where the rivers meets the sea. Okay, estuary is formed where the rivers meets the sea. For example, Narmada and Tapti. River Narmada and Tapti is the example of estuary. Okay, then next one is the delta. Okay, delta. That means triangular shaped low-lying area formed by the river at its mouth is called delta. For example, Kaveri Delta in Tamil Nadu. For example, Kaveri Delta in Tamil Nadu. Okay. Then finally we learned about the landforms of karst topography. Karst topography means an agent of because of gradation. That means because of the process of gradation. That means leveling of land. The underground water create distinct landform in limestone regions. That is called karst topography. Okay. Karst topography. That means the groundwater is an active agent of the limestone region. That means it was formed due to the solution of soluble rock. For example, some of the rocks like limestone, dolomite and gypsum. Okay, through that the karst topography landform was formed. Okay, then the world largest karst topography area is Nallarbar. It is located in Great Australian Coast. Okay, the world's largest karst area is Nallarbar, that is located in Great Australian Coast. Okay, and also in southern France, Spain, Mexico, Jamaica, Western Cuba, Central New Guinea, Sri Lanka and Myanmar also have the karst topographic regions. Okay, students, these all things we discussed in this class. The remaining part we will discuss the next class. Okay, now all are take a book and mark some question answers. In the previous class some questions I gave. Today Roman number 4, page number 178. Page number 178, Roman number 4, fourth question. Okay, first 3 questions in the previous class we discussed. Fourth question, what are Oxbow Lakes? Okay, fourth question, what are Oxbow Lakes? What are Oxbow Lakes? Answer is page number 171. Page number 171, Oxbow Lake heading, that para fully. Okay, first para fully. Oxbow Lake heading, that para fully. Okay, Roman number 4, fourth question. Okay, Roman number 4, fourth question. Okay, then Roman number 5, give reason. Roman number 5, give reason. Second question, silt deposits are less at estuaries than deltas. First question also already completed. Chemical weathering is predominant in hot and humid zones. And the second question, silt deposits are less at estuaries than deltas. Give reason. Okay, this give reason first 2 questions. You refer the guide. You have to refer the guide. Okay, give reason first 2 questions. You have to refer the guide. Okay, then Roman number 7. Roman number 7, answer in paragraph. Second question, explain the erosional landforms formed by, that question I did not teach. Underground water I did not teach. By river only we land. So today's portion, 3 questions are there. Fourth short answer, Then give reason 1 and 2. Already 1 I taught but did not give the question. So today you have to mark and learn. Give reason first and 2. Refer the guide. Answer in brief. Fourth question you have to refer the book and learn. Okay. Remaining topics we will learn and mark the next class. Okay students, we will meet the next class. Thank you students.